Very good morning to all the students who are present in today's lecture of digital communication. I hope my voice is properly audible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the response. Let me share my screen. So we started our journey towards information theory. We have seen all these concepts discussed in the past 2-3 lectures, and yeah, please mute yourself. Is this so? Essentially, we have discussed the concepts of information, self-information, mutual information. Just a moment. Huh? You will join, no? So students from third year, no? Yes. Third year student, huh? How many are there? Achha, you 6 are there. So I think better you can come here. I just will momentarily switch on my video so that all your faces get captured. I'll mark the attendance. Come. Come behind here. Yeah, stand here, everyone. है ना? मास्क हटा दो. You all can look here so that your attendance will not be an issue.
Okay, sir. We'll join.
You all can say your name, roll number.
Chirag, 19 BIT 02.
21. 19 19 BIT 040.
0
5.
5.
035. 132.
Very good. Welcome. So please take your seats and we will begin. Just give us a moment. So you join immediately first so that I can start here. Huh? It is okay. On. It is on. Here it is running. You can sit here. No problem. We'll start in another 1 minute. Just wait. A few of your classmates have joined physically, so they are taking their positions.
डेटा माइनिंग है डेटा माइनिंग तो नहीं लेक्चर
ये हर्ष है क्या क्लास में? हर्ष इज देयर क्लास? हर्ष, यू आर हर्ष? हाँ तो प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ. Now I can say on face, please mute yourself. And now you all have to answer also. You cannot sit quiet. Okay, so I think you have all are joined, so I'm starting. Huh? Okay, so this all concepts regarding information, mutual information, self-information, we have. You see, you can mute your this loudspeaker. You can listen to me. Am I audible? Okay. Otherwise, it will be
Yes, sir.
echo. ठीक है. And related to your probability, all these concepts. I'm quickly moving forward, and let's reach where we were last lecture. Yeah, this also we have seen. Binary symmetric channel, the numerical related to the conditional entropy. This also we have seen. So any doubt with regards to what topics we have already covered? Any doubt? Numerical. So the language of this question, you should, I mean, you have to understand. Given something, what is being asked is about other parameter. Given a student has passed the exam, what is the probability he studied, like that? So questions related to such conditional dependencies will be asked to you. So question might change, but the basic nature of the content will remain same. What is the probability batsman will hit 6 if he has practiced 12 hours before the match? Something like that you should. So that will also give you a different exposure to different scenarios. So you have to frame that question in your mind. Okay. So it is a high information for me. 3 and 3, 6 students have come. The probability was very less, but you have come, so it is an information. So I am taking it as a surprise. I hope you can connect it with your course. Maybe your friends also get surprised. Okay. Numerical we have seen. Average information content. So this is something we discussed in the last part of our lecture yesterday, and the concept of entropy we saw. H entropy is P log 1 upon P or minus P log P, and entropy is a measure of uncertainty of random variable. Higher the uncertainty, lesser the probability, more bits you need to encode the message, right? So more bits you have to devote to a particular message having less probability or high uncertainty. So let X be a discrete random variable where X being 1 has probability P, X being 0 has probability 1 minus P, and X can take 4 different values with the probabilities these. So if you sum this 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, this will sum up to 1. Total probability is 1. So assuming X can take 4 values, you will have 4 probabilities, right? Values means messages. There is some screen is visible. So likewise, this H formula, you can directly put the probabilities minus P log P minus 1 minus P log 1 minus P is the entropy for this example. Entropy for the second example where X can take 4 values is this value. So Hx equal to 7 by 4 bits. When you will solve, you will get this value. What does it mean? These many, so 7 by 4 is close to 2. Close to 2 bits per message you require to convey the message or to have a communication. Okay. Jitna uncertainty hoga, you have to devote certain number of bits for that particular message, right? Highly probable, suppose probability is 1, you know it will happen. Like we are inhaling, no? Assuming we are long living, we are always inhaling, no? Every with a particular rate. So we will inhale. High probability is there. Likewise. Now, like conditional probability is there. Similarly, you have conditional entropy. H x given y. This straight line, this parallel, this kind of line, vertical line is denoting given. It is a condition. So entropy H x given y is the entropy of a random variable based on certain conditions of another random variable. Please, you can mute laptop. But where will you see? Okay. Please join, huh? Because the content will not be visible to you. So the reduction in uncertainty due to another random variable is called mutual information. So we have a concept of joint entropy. Like conditional entropy, the joint entropy is represented Hx comma y. You can see there. Is visible? Okay. So the joint entropy Hxy of a pair of discrete random variables with a joint distribution Pxy. So this is again probability. Now we are okay. So there was some disturbance in the network. So we have a joint distribution. Joint distribution, you can see Px comma y, small p, probability values when you are considering two variables x comma y. They have dependence with each other, joint. That's why we are saying it as a joint distribution. So it is a two variables are there. अगर एक ही वेरिएबल होगा तो उसका क्या होगा? सिंपल प्रोबेबिलिटी वैल्यू p of x. But if joint you have some relationship between different discrete random variables, you don't call it as probability value, you call it as a probability distribution. अगर x इतना है तो y इतना होगा. If x is this, y will be like this. So there is a probability with this association of x and y values. Okay. So this hxy is formula is this. So like we had hx as minus p log 1 by p, minus p log p. Similarly for joint probability we have pxy log pxy minus sign, right? For all the values of x and y. The summation shows for all the values of x and y variables. Similarly, your conditional entropy. So you see the difference. One is hx comma y, one is hx given y. Okay, that difference you have to understand. So the conditional entropy H of y given x is given x, this formula. So this all formula you have to remember. But most important is you have to understand the concept of entropy. Entropy is number of bits per message. The least probable a message will be, means uska uncertainty utna zyada hoga, so you have to devote more bits to it. That is the understanding. So we will see in the coming slides, we will have numericals and we'll see how it is there. So conditional entropy, you can see H of y given x is minus px for all the values of x, and minus py given x log py given x. I hope you are all comfortable with this conditional operator given. Yes or no? आप लोग तो बोलिए. ठीक. Chain rule defines the relationship between conditional entropy and joint entropy. So you can see hx comma y joint entropy is hx plus h of y given x. This is chain rule. If you take log, so you can take log both sides. So in a nutshell, can you read, Chirag, this line loudly? Loudly, so that your voice gets captured. Yes? Okay, you, Harsh.
Hence the entropy.
Random measure of uncertainty of the random variable.
You all agree with this point? Entropy of a random variable is a measure of the uncertainty. Okay. Higher the uncertainty, what does it mean? Lesser probable was that. So you need to have more bits to represent that. जो ज़्यादा अकर हो रहा है उसकी probability बहुत ज़्यादा है. We can devote 1 or 2 bits like that. Just for a rough estimate, I can say 1 or 2 bits से नहीं होगा. It depends on the nature of application, but less number of bits we can. ये तो होता ही है. So we can devote few bits to it. We can understand it in that notion. Okay. It also means it is a measure of the average amount of information describing the random variable. So since in the first line we are talking about entropy, second line we are talking about information. So we know how information, entropy, they are related with each other. Information, entropy, probability, uncertainty. Okay. So we have relative entropy and mutual information. Relative entropy is a measure of distance between two distributions. Mutual information is a measure of the amount of information that one random variable conveys about another random variable. And we calculate no p of y given x, h of y given x. So that is nothing but your mutual. Mutual when it happens, when there are relationships. So you say on this condition, what will be its value? Why we are able to say? Because there is dependency. अगर dependency नहीं होता, then there is no point in saying कि p of y given x. अरे भाई given x कुछ भी हो, y तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. If in case there is no dependency, if they are mutually independent. So whenever there is dependence, when there is some relationship between two different events, we have conditional operator. Okay. Now the same thing what we discussed, no, capital L messages out of M. So there is some, I thought, better representation for that. This slide I made a few weeks ago. I this is the new. So consider capital. Yes, any problem in this thing? Lag ho gaya. Okay. Now some yellow blocks are coming, orange blocks. So capital M different messages, M1, M2 till MM, that you just recall your yesterday's lecture. Each message is a probability P1 to PM. Now assume a sequence of L messages is transmitted from these capital L M messages. है ना, L का एक sequence बना के transmit करना है. If L is very large, that is the assumption that the value of capital L is very large, but cannot be greater than capital M. We cannot send more what is available, right? So each message M1, M2, M3, MM, based on its probability value, its equivalent participation will be there in capital L messages. यानी कोई आपके पास एक set of messages है 100, आपको पता है that M1 इसमें 20% है, M2 इसमें 10% है, M3 इसमें 15% है, like that. And if you pick some of those messages to make L number, suppose 50 का आपको एक L sequence बनाना है, pick करने का probability भी will depend on the probability of their being there in that M messages. Hence, we have multiplied that P1L will be there for M1, P2L will be there for M2. जो जितना available है, when you pick those messages, they will come in accordance with their probability. So we have multiplied capital L with P1, P2 like that. I hope this is clear. Okay. All nodded, but you kept quiet, so I thought there is some. ठीक है. So this we have seen information due to message M1, I1 is log 1 over P1. This is the information. Now total information because of I1 alone in capital L messages. वो कितने हैं? P1 into L. So you have I1 total is P1 into L log 1 over P1. Got this? Sorry? Capital L are the messages you are trying to transmit. M are available. L you want to send the sequence, the length of the sequence. Okay, so the total information content because of only M1 message will be I1 total. P1 into L उतना ही तो होगा क्योंकि उतना ही आपके कैपिटल L सीक्वेंस में है. Yes, there is a pool of messages, say 100 messages. You want to transmit say 30 out of it. That 30 is actually capital L, है ना? So जब आप 30 उसमें से पिक करोगे, जो सबसे ज्यादा प्रोबेबल होगा उसमें डेफिनेटली उसी के सैंपल्स सबसे ज्यादा आएंगे ना. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर इंक्लूडिंग P1 into L. सारा का सारा M1 ही होगा ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता, right? There will be M1, there will be M2, there will be M3 like that. So how much of M1 will be there? उसका probability कितना है? P1. तो total length L 30 में से P1 मान लो probability 20 था, तो कितना हो जाएगा? 20% of 30 is 6. So we believe 6 messages of M1 will be there out of those 30 messages. तो उसका information content will depend on उतना amount. So PA1L into log 1 over P1. log 1 over P1 किसका है? सिर्फ I1 एक मैसेज का है. और वैसे M1 कितने हैं? इस एग्जांपल में 6, यानी P1 into L. So total information is P1L into log 1 over P1. Okay. It's because I could sense some confusion yesterday. Maybe you may not, communicating, no. So that's why I am covering it today. Because आगे क्या होगा? We will do source coding, channel coding, no. Then you will struggle. But now I feel it is okay. Okay. Similarly for M2 and some problem with so total information सब मिला के M1, M2, up till I total will be I1 total, I2 total सबको ऐड करेंगे. We have seen the derivation, no? I equal to I1 plus I2. Similarly, we have to add for the corresponding values of information values for M1, M2 up to MM. Now the average information per message, that is entropy. So H will be I total by capital L. So you have to see this formula, capital H K equal to 1 to M Pk log 1 over Pk. So this formula H equal to minus P log P, from where it has come? This is the entropy. I total to total information. But when you divide by the sequence L, capital L, that becomes your entropy. This is the derivation for this. वो 1 upon pk है ना, log 1 over pk. So you can write this log 1 over pk as log 1 minus log pk. log 1 तो 0 होता है, तो माइनस साइन बाहर आ जाएगा. So ये एक जनरल मिस्टेक हो जाता है, that we write minus p log 1 over pk. No, minus p log p or p log 1 over p. So out of hurriness, no, because we can sometimes miss. So don't miss on that. You know? Okay, so calculate entropy when pk is 0 and pk is 1. कितना होगा? So both will be 0. Why both will be 0? Read the last line. Entropy is 0 for both certain and I have written though most rare, but we know जिसका probability 0 है वो तो होगा ही नहीं कभी. That event will never occur. और जो होने ही नहीं वाला उसके लिए हम why we should allocate our resources? We will never allocate. तो एंट्रोपी रिक्वायरमेंट, एंट्रोपी कितना होगा? 0. जो मोस्ट प्रोबेबल मींस व्हेन, जिसकी वैल्यू 1 है, वी नो इट विल हैपन, लाइक सन राइजेस इन ईस्ट, unless there is a doomsday or what that day is final day, there will be always sun rising in the east. So there is no information in this for any literate person who knows sun rises in the east. Even illiterate people, they know at least sun rises. Maybe they may miss that it rises in the east, but they know it will rise. So for them, इसमें क्या है नया? They do not consider it information. So ये analogy आप ध्यान में रखिए. What is important for you? अरे तेरे को पता है ऐसा हो गया, क्या बात है, ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता. So you take it, you see how importance you are giving to it, this kind of message. Why? Because it was less probable, high uncertainty. So you're paying more attention. So similar analogy, this is an analogy, right? But when it comes to your entropy and this calculation, because we need to model our message behavior, what messages are more, etc. We are dealing with an entire digital communication system. We have a channel, we have a transmitter, we have a receiver. There is a capacity of the channel. Likewise, because जब हम आगे जाएंगे, removal of redundancy and addition of redundancy, there we will see जो redundant कौन है. Redundant मतलब जिसका कोई use नहीं है. We can remove that. Once we remove, suppose 8 bit में आपने one case is you have to transmit 8 bits. Another case is you have to, if you remove some redundant bits, it is leading to say 5 bits. So less में काम हो रहा है. So you are removing some bits to get less number of bits to transmit. Less bits means less time में आपने वो information communicate कर दिया. जो बचा time उसमें और information डाल देंगे. So आपका transmission rate बढ़ जाएगा. So this concept of redundancy will come. Okay, when source coding will start, no? There you will see. Okay. So there is, I hope you are able to see the animation. Okay, so M1, M2 are independent messages. M1 with P probability, M2 with 1 minus P probability. What will be the entropy? This will be the probability. So purpose of bringing this animation is come out of the box of that theoretical line. Where is the transmitter? You have to take this sequence, Now you can look at this as a source generating messages M1 and M2. M1 probability P, M2 probability 1 minus P. So how much entropy will be there? That will be. So as of now, we do not know the values of small p. But the moment you will put the values of small p, you will have certain relationship. If p is this, because one is p, one is 1 minus p. At a time source एक ही मैसेज ट्रांसमिट कर सकता है. ओके. और एक और कंडीशन है, देखिए M1 and M2 they are independent. Occurrence of M2 does not decide the number of occurrences for M1. Okay. So if you put different values of p, small p, starting from 0 to 1, you will get different values of entropy capital H. 0, 0.72, then 0.9 and 1. So maximum value which you can observe is 1, which can happen for this particular case. And when it is happening? When p is 0.5. Now look at this source. Now you have got the p value where the entropy is maximum. Both are equiprobable. So both are equiprobable. So you have highest entropy. यानी ज्यादा से ज्यादा रिसोर्स कंजप्शन तब होगा जब दोनों बराबर से हैं.
सर
यस.
हाईएस्ट एंट्रोपी मतलब उसकी सबसे ज्यादा अनसर्टेनिटी होगी ना, मतलब
हाँ, means both are equiprobable means yes the uncertainty level is high. मान लीजिए से p is 0.2 right, तो m1 का प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ अकरेंस कितना है 0.2 और m2 का कितना है 0.8. You know m2 will be dominating in its presence while the source is transmitting, right? So you may allocate a less number of bits for the m2 message because it is happening most of the times. तो हम कहाँ पे सेव कर सकते हैं? जो most of the time happen हो रहा है उसको कम रिसोर्सेज दीजिए, उसको कम बिट्स दीजिए. रिसोर्सेज in our context is bits. जो कम हो रहा है 0.2 उसको ज्यादा बिट्स, क्योंकि वो रेयरली अकर हो रहा है. सो दिस इज हाउ वी मैनेज द रिडंडेंसी इन द बिट्स. तो अब yes, that is there. So whenever you have certain sources, right, of messages, you have a analysis chart kind of thing. ये message का इतना probability है. Then you decide the coding scheme. Initial raw value रहता है, but you want to do source coding ना. Source coding आप करना चाह, अभी हम आएगा आगे slide में. But it is good question. What is your name? Nachiket. Nachiket. Okay. So now I'm seeing faces. No, it is very good experience. So generally, actually, I roam around in class. I come near. Okay, so I hope who asked the question? Is it clear now? Someone asked no? Okay, I believe it is true. So this is, if you plot this P versus H, it will come like this. So both are equiprobable. It is difficult to say about the occurrence of the messages. So you need to have more entropy. Entropy is bits per message. More entropy, more bits or more resource allocation. I hope you get this concept of entropy, and it will be more clear when we'll see the source coding part. So, okay, are you able to see this yellow text, or this window is coming? Some general window is coming in between. Here it is for me. So it will be maximum when both messages are equally likely. There is a tough competition between M1 and M2. Now, this is common term, information rate, bits per second, kilobits per second, megabits per second. So that capital R is actually our information rate, capital R, and how it is related to entropy, small r into H. H is entropy and small r is rate at which messages are generated. Because there is a rate at which message का भी generation होगा. Maybe per minute 100 messages are generated. So these three, do not get confused. Capital R is the information rate. Small r is the rate at which messages are generated. And you are multiplying with the entropy. Because there is a probability involved in the generation of messages. Okay, units of capital R is bits per second, whereas unit of entropy is bits per message. Pen is there, I can write here. Those people cannot see. If you had informed me earlier, I would have got this. The entropy bits per message. Okay. Small r messages per second. And small r, capital R क्या था? Bits per second. तो देखो कैसा है ये यूनिट? Bits per message into message per second. ये message कट गया. This is bits per second. That's why information rate is bits per second. Source coding. This is very important. Symbols which are generated by any source, they are not equiprobable in practice, in real life. Okay. You take our internet traffic. If you look at the nature of the data flowing on the internet, who is actually the responsible for that? Users. And Harsh want to search for, say, best food items in Gandhinagar. He want to search for something. Traffic is generated based on that query, right? So it is actually probability which is playing a major role in the flow of messages. The internet is an example. It stands good for every communication system. So symbols generated by source are not equiprobable. Okay, so likewise you have different probabilities for different types of message, different messages. You take our English language example. Letter A is more used in comparison to Q. So you can see communication happening through characters, right? More number of E will be used. So this is analysis done by people that out of 1,000 email communication, how many times a particular alphabet is coming? A has its most of the words, they have A, E, like that. If all the symbols they are generated by source are allotted same number of binary digits, then information carrying capacity of the binary digits is not efficiently utilized. It is not an efficient way that you allocate 8 bits for all, 10 bits for all. No, you can save what in on it. You allocate less bits for highly probable messages because those messages will be present on the communication channel most of the times. अगर उसी को ज्यादा बिट दे दिया तो ज्यादा बिट्स कंज्यूम होगा. ठीक है. एक और चीज है, not only less number of bit, you have to have a distinct representation. You cannot have a 0-0 representation for A also, a 0-0 representation for B also. First condition definitely is every letter has to be represented, for this example, represented by a unique code. लेकिन उस कोड का लेंथ कितना होगा? That will be dependent on the probability of occurrence. अगर कोई चीज ज्यादा हो रहा है उसको कम बिट्स दीजिए. Got this thing? So we'll see source coding. So efficient utilization of your capacity, channel capacity, you can have when you allocate different number of bits to different symbols. What criteria you will choose? Probability of occurrence. Hence, source coding consists of efficient ways of encoding source outputs. The source output, raw output generate कर रहा है, you are actually using this different code symbols lengths for different probability symbols. Now, how you will decide? So, like someone asked, like Harsh asked, do we will have any probability? Yes, we will have a probability table. How we will get that? Through statistical analysis. है ना? We will collect some data, we will perform some analysis. ये ज़्यादा होता है, 40% time ये होता है, 20% times it is like this. So we will have a table. Okay. So statistical properties of the source are analyzed for this person. The statistical analysis, you will get the probability values, and then you will decide number of bits for each symbol. So source output goes to source encoder, and this generates information sequence. Now this will be a variable length sequence. Different messages have different number of bits to represent. जैसे A to Q ही है, A to Z है, अल्फाबेट से ट्रांसमिट करना है, और आपको पता है कि मान लीजिए जो हमको 100 कैरेक्टर्स जो ट्रांसमिट करने हैं, इन्हीं में से ही सेलेक्ट करोगे, A to Z में से ही कुछ ज्यादा से ज्यादा आप A सेलेक्ट करेंगे, मान लीजिए फॉर एग्जांपल A का प्रोबेबिलिटी, तो कम बिट्स दीजिए उसको, 2 बिट दीजिए बस, है ना? So it is not like we are giving, there is a mathematical way to identify number of bits. We will come through it, but I hope you all get the idea. Everyone online also.
Yes, sir, got it that lower frequency symbols should get lower bits of numbers. But how exactly it's
No, lower frequency, sorry.
The lower frequency symbols are given lower bits.
नहीं, ज्यादा बिट्स. लो फ्रीक्वेंसी मतलब वो कम अकर हो रहा है ना.
हाँ.
कम अकर हो रहा है मतलब उसकी अनसर्टेनिटी ज्यादा है, तो यू नीड टू गिव मोर बिट्स टू इट.
ओके सर. मतलब सर जिसकी सर्टेनिटी अनसर्टेनिटी कम हो तो उसको ज्यादा बिट्स.
नहीं, अनसर्टेनिटी अगर कम होगी यानी कि उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी ज्यादा है. उसकी अनसर्टेनिटी कम है यानी वो सर्टेन है, वो तो होना ही है, यानी उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ अकरेंस ज्यादा है. सो यू विल गिव लेस नंबर ऑफ बिट्स. देखो जिसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी ज्यादा है उस चैनल पे उसका ट्रांसमिशन ज्यादा होगा ना, और हम नहीं चाहते कि चैनल पे जो सबसे ज्यादा प्रेजेंट है मैक्सिमम टाइम्स के लिए उसको हम ज्यादा बिट्स दें, नहीं तो ज्यादा बिट रिक्वायरमेंट हो जाएगा.
अच्छा. हाँ सर.
ओके, दैट इज द आइडिया.
Got it.
So you may be, I mean, wondering with my teaching style today because new students, sometimes I'm looking there and sometimes here. So please stop me whenever you find any query. No, you feel free to stop me like how you have asked the question. Okay, this is good practice. So your source encoder generates the actual sequence which you will transmit. So the required average bit rate of source output should be minimized by eliminating redundancy of the information source. Okay. So source output, like you are removing bits, no, to save on the resource requirement. जब आप इसको receive करेंगे तो वापस से इसका reverse करना होगा, right? Source output can be reconstructed from the information sequence with any distortion, without any distortion or ambiguity. Okay. Now this information sequence, then you have channel encoder, discrete encoded sequence, code word. Source coding समझ में आ गया? You are removing redundancy. Similarly, channel encoding, adding redundancy. Why we are अभी आप कंफ्यूज होंगे कि हटाया है क्यों फिर? because here your channel comes into picture. Channel gets introduced noise on your signal. Noise in fact will be there. See, if all of your bits which are transmitting on channel, they are purely message, the probability of getting corrupted will be very high. But if you add a few redundant bits to every sequence of message, probability of those message bits to get corrupted will reduce, because 3 are there जो खत्म हो जाए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. अगर noise का impact आया और अगर this is a probability game, right? If 8 bits raw message you are transmitting, the probability is very high getting corrupted by noise during the channel. You add 3 more bits, it's 11. Who knows कि जो 3 noise impacts आए वो तीनों redundant bits ले लें, तो आपकी जो 8 raw messages bits है वो intact रह गया, no distortion, no error. So you are reducing the probability of occurrence of error on channel transmission by adding redundant bits. So source coding you have done for efficient utilization of bandwidth. More number of messages you are able to transmit in less number of time. Whereas channel encoding, it is to improve the performance or quality of the transmission. How? Quality कैसा अच्छा होगा? Even if error occurred, you were able to detect the transmitted signal, because you knew there were redundant bits, error was happening, you were able to detect the occurrence of error and remove it. Okay, so one is source encoding for efficient bandwidth utilization. Channel encoding is for best performing communication system. Best performing means best क्या होगा? Error आने पे भी आपने you are able to get the original signal. That is the best, no? You are achieving it through channel encoding. Okay. How do we do? We will see. So source coding is used for data compression, including speech, image, this and that. So data compression मतलब less number of bits. जब आप कोई zip file बनाते हो क्या होता है? Less number size हो जाता है. उसका size जो है वो छोटा हो जाता है. तो वो क्या कर रहे हो आप? Redundancy remove करते हो उसमें. तो जो algorithms जो उसको छोटा करने compression के लिए होता है, they are actually finding out the redundant bits. Now there are certain source coding terminologies: source alphabet, symbols or letters, binary code word, and length of the code word. What is the time? Time तो हो गया? Huh? Spend another 5 minutes and then we'll finish. These are formula you have to remember. Average code length, capital L, is this formula: pxj nj. Nj is the number of occurrence of that particular bit. Then you have coding efficiency, minimum length required by the total length, and code redundancy. So we will calculate all these parameters and then you will come to notice the significance of these values. Source coding theorem. So if someone can read, please.
State that if X be a DMS with entropy Hx, the average code word length L per symbol is bounded as L greater than or equal to Hx. And N
Eta efficiency. So we read word by word. Source coding theorem is a theorem which states that if X be a DMS, do you know DMS? Anyone knows? Discrete. M stands for memoryless. Discrete memoryless source. Why this memoryless has come into picture? Earlier we have discussed 2 lectures before. When there is independence, there is no dependency. there is a dependency, we need to capture that into storage memory. We are assuming a discrete memory-less source where there is no dependency over time or between different messages. Any problem? Visible screen? So the average code word length capital L for such scenario has to be minimum entropy. Minimum value has to be at least entropy value or even more than that. And your efficiency of the coding, source coding, is entropy divided by capital N. So let a discrete memoryless source. Okay, so we'll continue in next lecture. You can please. It is a surprise for me also. Please, please. So we take a pause here. We'll start continuing in next week, both online and physically present students. If you have any query, any doubt, please ask now. I take attendance now. This after 1.5 years, 2 years almost. Third year students. That's what. Yeah.